This is going to be the most comprehensive video of Universal Studios on the internet. Hey guys, welcome back to Sakre and this is Sagar. In this video, we will talk everything you need to know before visiting Universal Studios, including how to reach the park, where to buy the tickets, different zones, all the rides and shows, the optimal way to cover the park, some useful tips, and a lot of important things. Without further ado, let's dive deep into our list of 10 things to know before visiting Universal Studios Singapore. There are only 5 Universal Studios around the world, and the one in Singapore is the smallest and the most popular one. It spreads just 62 acres, but it is jam-packed with a lot of attractions. The Universal Studio is part of Resort World Sentosa. Now that we know a little bit about Universal Studio, let's see how to get there. Reaching Universal Studio is pretty easy but can be a bit confusing at first. Universal Studio is located on an island called Sentosa Island. This island is close to mainland and is well connected with various modes of transport. You can reach Universal Studios in 5 different ways. The best option is to take the Sentosa Express monorail, which links Sentosa Island to the mainland. Take the MRT from your hotel to reach Harbourfront Station. It is internally connected to the VivoCity Mall. Follow the directions to reach VivoCity Station on level 3. The monorail costs 4 Singaporean dollars and you can use the EasyLink card or a debit card for the payment. The Singapore Tourist Pass doesn't work here. You may need to buy a separate ticket in that case. Instead of a monorail, you can take a bus ride for just 1 Singaporean dollar. Take exit C from the Harbourfront Station to reach the bus stop. You will get the RSW8 bus from here. Surprisingly, this bus doesn't accept EasyLink cards or digital payments, so make sure to carry cash. You can take a direct cab to Universal Studios, but I don't recommend it as cabs are quite expensive in Singapore. One of the most expensive and inefficient ways to reach Universal Studios is by taking a cable car. It not only costs you 35 Singaporean dollars, but also requires you to change 2 cable cars and a monorail to reach Universal Studios. Alternatively, you can reach Universal Studios for free by walking from VivoCity Mall through a sheltered walkway called the Boardwalk. Although the walk is pleasant and scenic, it can take 20 to 30 minutes, so it's better to save your energy for the park and go for the monorail or bus. Avoid purchasing tickets at the park. That is the most expensive place to buy the tickets, and it may even require you to stand in the long queues. Instead, buy it on the Klook at discounted prices. Unlike other websites, Klook sends the ticket with a barcode that can be scanned directly at the entry gates. No need of standing in a queue to collect the physical ticket at the Universal Studios. Since Klook is celebrating its 9th birthday, you can enjoy additional discount of 10% on all the attractions using the coupon code shown on the screen. The offer is valid only between 8 September to 22nd September, so book it as soon as possible before the offer ends. The link to this attraction and all the other attractions in Singapore is given in the description box below. There are 3 different types of tickets. The basic one is the one-day admission ticket. With this ticket, you'll get unlimited access to all the rides, shows and meet and greets. 99% of the people just buy this ticket. But the only issue is that Universal Studios can get pretty crowded on most days, and you may have to wait 45 minutes to 120 minutes in line for popular activities. If you don't want to wait for the rides, then go for the Express Pass. There are 2 types of Express Passes, Universal Express Day Pass and Universal Express Unlimited Day Pass. The Express Pass costs almost the double. So the question is, do you actually need it? Pause the video and use this flowchart to determine yourself if you need it or not. Based on the type of ticket, you may expect 2 different lines, a regular line and an express line. But there is one more category called the single rider line. This has the shortest waiting time, even shorter than the express line. If you are in a group of 2 or 3 people and you are ready to sit at different seats during the ride, then you can split up and go in the single rider lane. Not all rides have a separate single rider lane. It is limited to these 4 rides only. The Universal Studio is divided into 6 zones with different themes. The first zone is the Hollywood. It features a classic Hollywood boulevard. It is mostly filled with shopping and dining options. There are no rides or shows in this zone. The second zone is the New York City. You'll see some classic New York City landmarks, including the replicas of New York Public Library and other iconic structures. The third zone is the Sci-Fi City. This features the Transformers theme and displays how the city might look in future. This zone contains most of the popular rides. The fourth zone is the Ancient Egypt. It features pyramids, tombs, and plenty of classic scenery, which is mainly based on the popular film The Mummy. The fifth zone is the Lost World. It is split into two subsections, Jurassic Park and the Water World. This zone is the kids' favorite. The last zone is far away and it is actually the farthest zone from the main gate. The main attraction here is the castle and kids-friendly activities. Universal Studio offers a total of 24 rides, shows and attractions. Some rides are age restricted, some are height restricted, and some are not for the faint-hearted. Out of all the rides, here are 4 best rides you must not miss. There are 2 insane roller coaster rides called the Battlestar Galactica Cylon and the Battlestar Galactica Human. These are named after the popular science fiction show called the Battlestar Galactica. The ride is designed to depict the battle between the good and the evil. Hence you will see these 2 rides racing against each other with overlapping tracks. Among the 2, Cylon is the most thrilling and fun ride. It features 5 inversions including loops, corkscrew, deep plunges, cobra roll and near-death experience with the surrounding buildings. It is a must-do if you are looking for a real thrill. Human on the other hand is a bit easier. It's a family-friendly ride offering just the right amount of thrill. It doesn't have any inversions or twists and can be done even if you have a fear of heights. The next best ride is the Returns of the Mummy. It is an indoor roller coaster ride that starts with immersive storytelling with great visuals. But soon it turns into a thrilling ride. The roller coaster starts moving in the pitch dark with occasional flashings. The darkness and the anticipation of the next turn make it a lot more thrilling. It can be done by everybody and it is not scary at all. The Transformers ride is considered one of the best rides for all age groups. It's a 3D show with an immersive experience. Apart from these 4 rides, there are a lot more rides that you can try. Here is the list of all the rides for your reference. Universal Studio has multiple shows, among which Waterworld and Lights Camera Action are a must. In the first one, you will witness some amazing stunts, including lights and water effects. Whereas in the second one, you'll be amazed to see how the directors simulate a scene in the movies. You also get a chance to meet your favorite characters during the meet and greet. By the way, if you're loving this video so far, make sure to hit on that like button and subscribe to Sakre Cubes if you haven't already. Given the number of attractions and long waiting time, it is practically impossible to do all the rides in a single day. So make sure to shortlist and prioritize the rides you want to do well in advance. Just look at this graph. This is the average waiting time for the human ride. As you can see, the waiting time is less initially, then it peaks and gradually reduces towards end of the day. So use this golden time to do the popular rides without having to wait in the long queues. If you are a solo traveler or a couple, then follow this itinerary to cover most of the rides and attractions in a single day. And if you are with kids, then you can follow this itinerary instead. If you are going for the express pass, you don't have to worry about any of these tactics. Since express line have less waiting time, you can do the rides in any order. The above plan looks great until it starts raining. Singapore has a tropical climate and it can rain any time. Your entire plan can go for a toss if it rains during the day of your visit. And this is something that no video on the YouTube talks about. It happened with us and ruined our plan. When we visited, it rained for more than 1 hour, the meets and greets were cancelled and most of the outdoor rides were paused. So be prepared and have a plan B. In case it rains, try to do the indoor rides and activities. The Cylon and Human would be operational even in the moderate rain, so you can try that as well. Or just walk to the New York City. This area is sheltered and weatherproofed. I have compiled all the informations discussed in this video and created a cheat sheet for you. Use this as a quick reference either when planning or when you are at the Universal Studios. Scan this QR code or check the link in the description box below to download it. If you can avoid carrying bags to Universal Studio, then please do so, or at least try to minimize the number of bags you bring. Because carrying bags to a few rides is not allowed. You'll have to keep them in lockers provided next to these rides. These lockers are free to use, but there is a catch. It is free of cost up to a certain time only. After that, it becomes insanely expensive. This time limit is variable and it is proportional to the waiting time of that particular ride. For example, if the waiting time of a ride is 60 minutes, then you'll get up to 90 minutes of free usage for the lockers. This will make sure that you use the locker only till you take the ride. And it discourages people from dumping the bags in the lockers for the full day. The lockers in the Lost World are an exception. It doesn't have free usage and you need to pay from the first minute. If you have to keep the bags during the rides in Jurassic Park, then just walk to the Human, Cylon or Mummy rides and use the lockers there. It's just a 2-minute walk and can save you a lot of money. Make sure to take out the bags after every ride and put it back if required. Here are some great tips that are going to save your time and money. Carry a water bottle. There are water fountains available across Universal Studio. Download the Universal Studio app. You can access all the details at your fingertips, including maps, different rides, their locations, show timings, and most importantly, the waiting time for each and every ride in real time. Carry a poncho or an umbrella. It will be helpful if it rains. And you may need a poncho for the Jurassic Park Rapid Adventure ride. The food is quite expensive inside Universal Studios, so make sure to have a good breakfast before reaching here. You can also carry snacks and food inside, required especially if you are a vegetarian. There is a confusion regarding whether the park is open on Tuesday or not. Don't worry, it is open on all days, Monday to Sunday. Even though Universal Studio opens at 11 AM, try to be here by 10 or max 10:30 so that you can click some photos in front of the famous globe and stand early in the line so that you get a head start. Madagascar is closed, but there is a new edition coming soon called the Minion World. It is expected to be open by 2024. Use this website called Thrill Data. It gives you real data of the waiting time for a given date. Use this data to decide which day of the month or which month of the year is best for you. That was everything you needed to know before visiting Universal Studios in Singapore. Which ride do you want to try? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're looking for best places to visit in Singapore, then you can check this video shown on the left or click on the right to watch the entire Singapore playlist. See you in my next video. Until then, keep traveling.